table of contents. So this was for the last couple of weeks. I finished, and now I'm starting a new list. So what I asked everybody to do to make sure they had everything on here, because I'm going to slide this over here, and then you're only going to see this part. Okay? So you should have this listed on your ISM book on the cover sheet, on your table of contents. And then when you turn to the page that you're having, your title should have whatever here is on the ISM book. And so what I'm doing now is I'm kind of going over what we talked about yesterday. You good? Okay, cool.
You gonna leave that up there, or
I'm gonna leave it up there today, but tomorrow I'm gonna move that over. Yeah, just write it all down for me. So we talked yesterday about the atom structure. We had a quiz on that, right? Okay. What is the center of an atom? Nucleus. Everybody. Nucleus. I'm up here. Hey, how are y'all? Okay, yes. So that is the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, what two things are there?
Protons and electrons.
Protons and neutrons.
That's
Gotta get it.
Electron.
Remember Jimmy Neutron? He's in the middle. Okay. What's on the outside?
Electrons.
The electrons. We also tied the model into the model we had in the back yesterday, right? But to do the model in the back, you need to know what 8-man is, right? So what does APE stand for?
Atomic number, protons.
Okay, so atomic number equals protons equals electrons. So yesterday when we were doing the method, the Bohr method, we knew that we could actually go and use the periodic tile to figure out protons and electrons. Remember, we have, and I'm going to draw it different every time, and it's okay. Okay? So we know if we look at our periodic tile and look at the atomic number, we know that's going to tell us how many protons and how many electrons. Protons in the middle, electrons on the outside, right? We know that. Then also we have our MAN. What's our MAN stand for? Mass number. And that's going to be subtract atomic number equals neutrons. So then we knew if we took this number, subtract that number, that's going to tell us our neutrons, and that was going to be in the middle. Right? We also looked yesterday at the atom boards, and we understood if we took the number of marbles we had in the middle and counted them, they should be equal to this number here, right? Everybody good so far? We also knew if we went and we did the electrons yesterday, if we counted them, they should equal the atomic number. Now, when we were talking about the Bohr method, we're looking at period and group, right? Period, remember, goes across. What does the period tell us in the Bohr method? Energy levels. Okay, so there we go. Energy levels. So energy level means rings, right? Okay. So if we are doing hydrogen, what period is that? What period is that? 1. That tells me I have how many energy levels?
And students, please pardon this interruption. We do have a school improvement council meeting this morning, a virtual school improvement council member. If we have staff members who are part of that committee available, please access through the virtual link sent by Ms. Hewitt. Student members, if you could please either report to the library or to the guidance area so that you too may access the virtual link. So that you can participate, that would be great. That's for the School Improvement Council meeting, and a link was sent by Miss Hewitt.
Okay. So what does the group tell us? Y'all got to be checked in here. What is the group? What does the group tell us?
The valence electrons.
Valence electrons. What is a valence electron?
They're trying to have about 8 of them.
They want to have 8, and it's always the outer ring, right? So hydrogen has a valence electron of how many? 1. Okay?
Blows up to get water, ain't it?
Correct. If we look at lithium, how many energy levels do we have?
2, 3.
We have 2 energy levels because it's on the second period.
What's the number in the top right hand corner?
That's the atomic number.
Okay, I was making.
It's okay because it looks different than your paper, doesn't it?
Yeah. 2 energy levels, but it ain't got but 1 valence electron.
Only has 1 valence electron, but then we also have to have hydrogen and helium present, correct? But count how many dots, what's that going to tell me? Atomic number, right? Okay, let's go potassium. How many energy levels do we have?
We got 4 of them,
Okay, we got 4.
and it's got an atomic number of 19.
Yep, got atomic number 19, and it is in group 1.
So it's got
1 valence electron, but then we have to get 19 more, right?
Yeah, so you
Okay.
have what?
So what are we going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to take our little hand, as we look, we're going to go all the way across the periodic table. Are you going across? Do you see these numbers right here?
2, 8, 8.
You're going to go up 1. Okay? So that tells me the first energy level has 2, the second energy level has 8, the third energy level has 8, and then my fourth energy level has 1. Okay? So what you do, if you're trying to figure out the higher numbers, you go to the one at the periodic table that it is, we're at potassium, you go all the way across Miss Sloan's periodic table, you go up 1, and you use the numbers on the right-hand side. So, based on that, I have 2 in the innermost. I have 8 here. I have 8 here, and I have 1. 2 plus 8 plus 8 plus 1 equals what?
19.
19. How confident do you feel about this method?
Not very confident.
So what I'm trying to do now with this paper, can I borrow your straw for just a minute? What I would like you to do now with this paper is you by yourself, okay? You're doing this by yourself. What you're going to do is you're going to do these, okay? Now, if you want to put the protons and the protons and neutrons in the middle, you can. If not, they're already up here, aren't they? Okay? But you need to draw the dots for the electron. These 2 papers need to be filled out. This is going to tell you if you understand. Why is it important? Because back there, I have 6 rotating stations with 6 different elements, and you're going to have to go back there and identify them. Now, do you remember the paper yesterday that you took a quiz on? Go ahead and get that out and put it on your desk too. I know a lot, right? We've got a lot of stuff going on. We've got this. We're getting this paper right here, building atoms, and we're going to be using that today. Well, I have a stapler back there, baby. You go grab it. Take everything out of there and put everything that belongs in my book, and that way you can, you found it already. Look at you. Does anybody have any questions? Here you go, baby. Thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions on what we're doing? Now, listen, this is not time for you to kind of just hang out and zone out. You can't do that.